Hello everybody. Bring the mic a little bit closer. I know we didn't have enough streams today, so here's another one. I don't know if you guys catched, but I watched like 3 streams today. I watched first Luke, then I watched Dad. Oh, the music must be too loud. Sorry about that. So as I was saying, as if we didn't have enough streams today, right? I watched first I watched Luke and his Leaf 60, which is amazing. Then I saw Wix's Dead Encryptions Leaf 60, which was another amazing board. And finally I watched Wix on his first stream. Hello. Talking about Wix, here the guy is. How are you? Very nice stream, man. So as if we didn't have enough streams already, right? So this is the Alice. I wanted to flex this real quick. The Alice wrist rest that I got today. And it's really good for typing on the Alice. You are indeed. So you took my wild idea. So I'm pretty pleased with this wrist rest for the Alice. All right. Let me push this up. Oh God, infield too. Yeah, very, very nice. I really like this. The problem is it doesn't fit here anymore, so I have to take it out to hide it. All right. So I guess you guys remember that I attempted to do a build with this Boardwalk. Man, I love that wrist rest. Hey, Slippery Pete, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Looped Helios. How are you guys? So I built this Boardwalk on my last stream actually, but I hated the way it turned out because we had that problem around here. So the switches were not lining up perfectly. All in all, I didn't like the outcome, so I reprinted the print. I made it a little slimmer. It's 1.4 versus 1.6 before. And I also printed, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but I did one experiment here. Let's see. So I printed those. Can you see that on the things that attach to the top? I printed this higher rings. So my idea is that it makes the plate a little more high profile. The keycaps were, standing out too much. And another thing I will do is I will not clip, but I'll push all the switches before putting it into the PCB. Because last time we had switches that were not perfectly clipped and other stuff. So my hope is that this will be a better build than the last one was. So let me just finish pushing all the switches in, and then we're gonna start soldering and we'll see what the end result will be. I expect this to be better than what we had before. I don't know if it makes sense to you guys, what I did. I'm drinking some tea as well. Is there a way to find out? Yes. Let me show you how you figure that out. Let me get some new ones, and I think I have old ones. Just see if I can find one here. So these are Retax. Let me get a Retooled. Let's see, cherry. Yeah, so this is Retooled. And this one here is not. Well, at least I think it's not. Maybe these are retooled after all. Let's see. And I think those are retooled as well. Okay, no, it isn't. So here, let me show you the main differences. Can you see that? Oh no, hold on. I think both are retools here. So the main things you're gonna see on retools is this cut here is not gonna be like this. And can you see that there's a little chamfer on the top of the stem? I think the old retooled blacks don't have, the old blacks that are not retooled don't have this chamfer on the top of the stem. I wish I could find one that isn't retooled. But I guess both, those are both retooled. But I think you're looking for a different cutout on the back of the stem. It's a good day to give you a keep, man. I mean, how many streams is too many, right? Man, I just really wanted to get this over with. This board was bothering me, so I ended up desoldering while I was watching Dad. And then I really wanted to do this. So I think that's what you're looking for. Hi, Frozen. No problem, man. Anytime. So I guess most of you, or if not all of you, were on Week's really fast stream. He cheated and he had SIP sockets installed. Hold tights installed. So that's cheating for a first stream. In my books, that's cheating. No soldering? Come on. Yeah, I know, right? Prepare, yeah. Like, look, this is the bar that I built. I built it with this and I solder like that, but that's it. Oops, I think I used the wrong switches. Damn. Where is that? How is that technique? Let me see if I learned that technique. Hold on. Let me zoom out because I want to use Week's technique here. There we go. That's how you make a clean stream. Hey, Guimaraes, how are you? 3 in a row. I know, right? For me, it was like if I was watching myself, which I kind of am, it would be 3 in a row. Oh my God. Week style. Exactly. You see, you're already having followers on your first stream Weeks. You're setting the pace of the community. Hey, Blind Joker, you made it. I told you. Hey, Dad, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Taking turns, right? Sometimes you watch, sometimes you stream. That's how you do it. At the beginning, I was explaining why I desoldered and the things that I did. Like I added a little lip to my plate, so it becomes a little more high profile. At least that's the hope. To pencil my, yeah, man. Talking about dirt, you guys have no idea how much dirt came out of the AC that I have here on my office. Like it's not even funny. I was breathing dirt. And it was not even cooling well anymore because of that. So lesson learned: do maintenance on your AC every 6 months or so. Why do some custom USB cables makers do not support USB-C? Oh, which one doesn't? I thought all of them did. Yeah, it's not very pleasant, especially for someone that suffers from bronchitis, as I do. Is not a very pleasant situation or pleasant situation. There are some, but they are, oh, all Europe. Okay. But any particular reason why they don't? Are they catering like a different community that doesn't use USB-C? Text to see a mechanical version of the RT 3200. I'm not even sure. Tex is the guy from Tex Yoda keyboard. I don't even know what an RT 3200 is. Hey, Rope. Oh, you got your tracking? Funny thing, I got my tracking yesterday, but I got it after it was delivered to my proxy. So mine should be here in 1 to 2 weeks, I want to say, if I'm optimistic. Space Saver 2, that doesn't help too much. I am not into, like, I don't have the knowledge on vintages, and I know you're into vintages. It's always a good sign when you have the right number of switches that you desoldered are all here, right? You're not missing any, because I had that happen to me before. Let me see if I have any apparent bend pins before I try to push it in. That's what she said. That's what he said. Okay, looks like we're good. Let's see how well we can push this in. Hey, Mr. Petrov, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Okay, and now everything is fixed with the unicorn. You can engage in chat. Yes, man, you're being missed. Did you really solder the four corners? It didn't hold with just, yeah. Things like that where you have, that thick gasket that keeps pushing the top plate away from the board is not gonna play well with hot swap. Same thing with like top mounts and things like that. I have a top mount. I don't remember which one. I think it's a top mount acrylic pearl that I also added hole tights, and it's a nightmare. I hate that. I need to eventually take them out and just solder the switches and get it over with. Okay, looks like we have, let's just see if we have anything that didn't go through. Yeah, it looks like we're good to go. So let's start soldering. Unlike some streamers out there, I actually solder my keyboards. Hey Victor, how are you? All right, have a good night. What is the WM1? Whoa, shots taken. Oh my god, I have my soldering iron at 370 because I was soldering. I actually fixed a tablet from my mother-in-law, I think. Is it mother-in-law? I don't know. I was pretty pleased with what I did. I was able to save a USB port on a tablet that was completely fucked up. I know, I'm messing with you. Weeks. It's perfectly fine to not solder. Oh, it's a Wolf Mark 1. Got it. I actually forgot to turn it off. No good. And this tip here have seen better days. This is my favorite tip. I even bought one of those tip restorer things to see if I can make it a little better. It's a great tip, but it's a no tip by now. I honestly really like how the WM1 looks kind of one. I want to see that. If it's the one I remember, it's a really nice keyboard. Is it the one that has like Alice style or EM1 style and then some arrows here? Is it the one? Yeah, the shipping is always going to be expensive for those boards. Unfortunately. Hey, Dad. Thank you so much for the subscription. What? You paid 110 in shipping? Wow. Why? Where do you live again, if you don't mind disclosing, Rope? I don't think I paid all that. North Pole. Oh, Brasket, and you're in Denmark. All right, yeah. I remember now. Wow, but 110. That's a lot of money for shipping. Hey, hey, Frozen. Press F. Hey, Ganjame. How are you? Did I miss him? Hey, hello. How are you, Ganjame? Sorry I missed you. I was focusing hard on my solder here. Let me try to zoom in a little bit more. All right, let's start soldering row to row. Hey, 11. Elvin 11. How many times can one desolder and solder on a standard PCB? I mean, the maximum I think I desoldered was like 2 or 3 times. But as long as the pads hold, I don't think there is an actual limit. Depending on how finicky the pads are. I never had issues. Yep, exactly what Dad just said. And funny thing, I'm almost finishing my third or fourth solder roll since I started in the hobby. I burned down through 2 casters and 1 Brazilian brand solder. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, the pads are very sensitive. And that's what limits the amount of times you can desolder. But I think if you get a modern PCB, I don't think you'll be able to. You have a lot of issues desoldering modern ones. Yeah, let me desolder this guy. It was not pushed all the way. Anyhow, Mr. Gibbs, I want to say now how happy I am that so many showed up to my stream. I saw it, we peaked at 27. I was super happy as well and impressed. I even told my channel, let's raid this guy. No, it was a very nice stream. Hopefully one of many weeks. Yeah, you gotta send him the webcam. And I'll send one to Panda. This way we can convince Panda to stream as well. Yeah, everybody want to see your face, man. What you're talking about? This handsome mixture of Asian and what? What is your other inheritance? Is it? It's not Swedish, is it? No, it's Thailand and something else, but I forgot the something else. Swedish and Thai. There you go. It's very spicy. What is the typical Swedish meal? Like a dish that is very typical. Is it meatballs? I know it isn't. I think it isn't. Tway swish. Oh, really? Reindeer. That's kind of unexpected. Yeah, man. Just spend the extra money and get one of those. Those are really good stuff. Will save you a lot of headaches. Can't recommend this thing enough. It won't prevent you from desoldering the wrong switch though, which I just did. That sucks. It should prevent you from doing that at this price tag. No, FR301 is the best thing ever. No questions, no doubt about it. But I do clean it. I clean it often. I just don't like cleaning it, that's all. Now we're talking. Damn, your engineer needs a good cleaning. It sucks so slow. Mine shoots up like a rocket. Okay, yeah, I will clean it after this stream. Let's see. I think it was because it was sucking. Yeah, it is going up really slow. Look. Yeah, I'm gonna clean it right after. What do you use? You lubed with 203? Where do you apply the lube? That's a good question. I'm just opening mine to inspect. Yeah, and it's full of dirt. Not full. I expected it to be worse. Let me see if I can show you. It's not bad. And you see, it's not that bad. I mean, maybe it is. Around the gasket, okay. So around here. Yeah, I'll definitely get some IPA and clean it with some swabs on both gaskets, okay. There's another one in the back, okay. Let me see. Seems to be a little better now. Let's see. Let's move on. Yeah, those two here are not very good. Forgot to check. Yeah. See if I can push this on. I could. And we're done. Have you done a head count on how many damn switches that are on a Boardwalk build? That's a great question. I have not. But there's an easy way to find out, and I'll show you. I have this layout on KLE. And I think for the last switch, we have a bent pin. Isn't that great? Oh, no, it isn't that. It's just that I soldered the wrong pad. So we're good. Let me tell you how many switches there are. Let me see. Let me open up keyboard layout editor. My keyboard isn't plugged. So let's see here. Let me sign in. Oh, I need to authenticate. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Isn't it 14 times? Yeah, it is. Exactly that. I don't know why I did that. I didn't do that math. But here, for the sake of it, it's 66 switches. It is. That would be a smart count. But yeah, we have 66 switches. Can probably see that if I scroll this down. Yeah, on HHKB. Otherwise, it would be 2 more. I have 66. All right, let me do a quick test on the PCB. All right, we are good. Let's assemble this case. do a quick clean on this, please. It's full of solder stuff. Oops. Then we can use this side to assemble the case. What looks dope? The Boardwalk? Yeah, and I'm gonna try another key set as well. Oh yeah, the Many 1.5 views, yes. That's crazy, indeed. Where's my... Okay, I don't know where I put my tray with my screws. Here it is. Now it's time to see if the addition of that 1mm ring is gonna make it more high profile than it was before. Hey, Extricatao. Thank you for the follow. Let me know if you're here on the chat. All right, let's try GMK Plum on it. So many keys on this key set. I don't know if we're gonna have enough, but we can always try. Yeah, and I wasn't a fan of Terminal. I think it looked too boring for my taste. So that's why I'm decided to try this. And I can already see that it sounds a lot better because the plate is better, a better fit. Trying to set aside all of those 1.5 and 1 use that we're gonna use. Hey Fifi, how are you? Welcome, welcome. I dampened my 5-degree case. With what? And how did it work? Does it sound good after dampening? Yes, and those are one of the best. If you don't have access to sorbothane, I found that using those packaging foams is really effective. I have a lot of builds where I did that. Okay, so you're waiting for some lube. Got it. It's like a sorbothane material around the screw thingies, and the rest is packaging material. Got it. Just came. Oof Bloom, one of your favorite sets. Nice, nice. Yeah. Last time we tried the terminal set, and I think it looked too boring to my taste. That's why we're going with this one now. So which loop did you get? I frozen. And where did you get it from? Why can't you build it already? Crytox 205G0. Nice. One of my favorites. I never used 204 for stabs. I know they are really good, but I did use 129. And they're really good as well. I mean, I can't complain about Permatex for stabs. For me, they have been working great. Look what I did. This is the second time I mess up here. Cry talk stabs incoming. You know what I'm realizing? I don't have the numpad for Plum. Was it a different set? A different kit? So I will have a hard time finding a 2U for this place here. Don't know what I would do. I don't know if that... Oh, hold on. Maybe it's still on the... Wait, even... Yeah, maybe I never took it out. That's the thing. I think that is the thing. Trying to find the case for Plum. I'm almost sure it's the one that doesn't want to come out. Oh, no, it's... That's the reason why I wasn't finding it. Let me grab this. We may end up using something like this. And I'm going to use the Bard F and J because I find that when I do ortho, those help me more than deep dish. Yeah, and the previous owner of the set didn't take a very good care. It looks like. Yeah, I thought about the backspace as well. Where did I put this key? I noticed I had this one in my hand, but I don't know where I put it. Can't find it anymore. No. I'm almost using this for now. Sure, I will find it, but for now, let's keep it at that. Okay, so this is row 1, and this is row 1. This is row 1. And this is row 1. Nice. Now row 2. Let me see the shape of row 2. I think this is also, no, this is correct. Row 2. Yep, perfect. Now let's try to find 2 row 2s for this place. All right, row 2 is nice. Let's see row 3. Nope, this is not row 3. Is this row 3? I doubt it, no. Nope. Man, I am not finding any row 3s here. Okay, so this is row 3. Yep. Now let's try to find another one. Nope. This is hard. Nope. Can already see that this one isn't as well. No. I don't think we have other row 3 here. Maybe this is the savior. Yes, it is. Perfect. Now we need to find some row 3s for this middle. Okay, I found one. Yep. And I think this may be the other one. No. Sorry guys, I'm too busy trying to find another one, another row 3. I'm gonna catch up. to chat in a bit. I promise. Okay, perfect. Now I just need a bunch of row 4s. That should be easier to find. No. This is still wrong. Oh, because this is row 4, of course. Here we have a row 4. Okay. And now I think we are completely done. Let me put those back in here. And let me replace this before I forget. The search for R4. Yes, the R4 is actually easy. The problem here was R3. R3 was really tricky for me. And let's see, I think I managed to get it more, you know, disregard this guy that is a little up in the air. But I think I managed to get a more high profile look, which was what I was looking for with that different plate. And let's see if we also got a better sound, because that previous plate was bad. All right, let's take a look at this. Okay, I must say that I prefer this a lot to the when it had terminal. I think terminal was very dull, and this is the opposite of dull. It also highlights the nature of this board. You have no class. No class isn't 2-2. I have no class at all. All right, let's do a quick typing test. Hold on. I keep mixing the two, the two, the two, the two, the Thursday, the Tuesday, and the 2, right? They're all like 2. Okay, let me stop the music. Yeah, I need to make a better... I don't even know how to type here. All right, let me move this to the side. Okay, let me see if I can type something. Oh yeah, I forgot to pause the music. Bring the mic a little closer. Here we go. Yeah, now this is what I was looking for. Yeah, but the problem is that some keys were not aligned. It was a pain, and I think that this has more flex, way more flex. Let me see if I can show you. Because, and also it a lot higher profile than it was before. I don't know if you remember, but you can kind of see underneath of the keycaps around here. So this plate is better on that behalf. And those keys here, even after I tried to fix the plate by burning it, it was all over the place. So it's the same switch, but I think this sounds way better. I know some of the keys were not making a good noise as well. I don't know where control is. I don't know where nothing is. It's a very weird key map. A keycap set with 2 2U controls. So what do you guys think? Do you prefer this or the terminal keycap on this board? I like this better, honestly. Plum, right? Yeah, I think the other one was too, like, I don't know. I like this one better. Oh, you haven't seen the other? Yeah, the other one was GMK Terminal. Very dull, in my opinion. Okay, so now I need to program this and try to use it for a day or two. It's very similar to the layout on the Unigo. Yeah, I prefer it this way. I really do. But I wish I had a black plate to cover a little bit those huge gaps here. So one day. Or maybe I just get a marker and I paint it black around here. Very ghetto solution to the problem. Yeah, I like it. I like it very much. To be honest, I prefer this 10 times over. what we had, and I know this is built right now. I have the fixed plate. Oh, another thing that the other one had that I didn't disclose back then, I forgot to say, is that the stab inserts were a little bit tight, so it was almost like pressing the stab a little bit. So the stab, those two stabbed keys were a little bit funny. All right, guys, here we have it, a rebuilt Boardwalk. Thank you so much for joining me on this day that's gonna be in the history as the streaming day, because I think I watched, you know, taking my aside, I watched 3 streams today. A friend of ours on the Brazilian channel streamed, Luke, and then after that I watched Dad and Weeks, and now me. So that's a lot of streams on the same day. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna go myself. So everybody have a good night, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye now. See ya. Thank you, Mr. Petrov. Thank you guys for joining. Bye bye. Thanks, Looped. Thanks, Guy. See ya. Bye.